Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we are going to tackle and totally debunk the single biggest myth in real estate website design. If you've ever felt like you're just pouring time and money into a website that literally no one ever visits, well, you are in the exact right place. We are going to completely rethink how you approach your entire digital presence.
Okay, so let's dive into this. I really want you to ask yourself, why is your website invisible? I mean, the real estate industry is absolutely packed with trainers and gurus, telling agents that they absolutely must brand their websites with their own names. But if you follow that standard advice, you end up with a digital ghost town. Zero traffic. Why? Because we're out here building websites that nobody is actually searching for.
To fix this, here is our game plan for today. We're going to cover 1. The domain name mistake. 2. The search demand reality. 3. SEO to AEO translation. 4. Building the content hub. 5. Scaling with menu flips. And finally, 6. Your ultimate salesperson. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The domain name mistake. Ego versus consumer. So let's look at the core issue here. On one side, we have the ego-centric approach, right? Think JohnDoeRealtor.com or SusanSellsPhoenix.com. The brutal truth? Unless you are a massive international celebrity, literally nobody online is typing your name into a search bar when they want to buy a house. Now compare that to the consumer-centric approach, PhoenixHomesWithPools.com. This matches exactly what people are already looking for. Your website has to directly reflect consumer intent.
Section 2. The search demand reality. Data over opinion.
Now, what's really fascinating is the massive disparity in actual monthly search volume. Just look at these numbers. John Doe Realtor, it generates fewer than 20 searches. Meanwhile, Phoenix Houses bumps up to 135, and Phoenix Homes just skyrockets to 630 searches every single month. This should be a massive aha moment for you. If you're using your name as your domain, you are mathematically locking yourself out of hundreds of potential leads every month.
Let's actually look a bit closer at the raw data from a keyword research tool called SpyFu. John Doe Realtor is registering less than 20 searches. And honestly, those few searches, they're probably just the web designers who built the site checking to see if the page even loaded correctly. Putting your name in the domain is frankly just a waste of your time and your money. It's a vanity metric, and vanity metrics do not generate business.
But let's look at the flip side. Let's see what happens when we actually tap into consumer intent. Look at this SpyFu data for Phoenix Homes. Bam, 630 searches. But notice something else that's really incredible here. The tool is also revealing the specific questions that buyers are asking. This is an absolute gold mine. It tells you exactly what kind of content you need to be writing. And understanding these buyer questions, that is the perfect bridge to the biggest digital shift happening in search right now.
Section 3. SEO to AEO. Translation, the AI era.
All right, so you really need to get familiar with AEO. That stands for Answer Engine Optimization. See, right now people are using AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and Perplexity to find homes. And here's the kicker. These tools don't just scan for keywords anymore. They look for direct answers to specific frequently asked questions. So if your website doesn't explicitly answer the exact questions a buyer has, you are completely invisible to these AI engines.
The absolutely crucial point here is knowing what to answer. Take a look at these hyper-specific questions AI tools are hunting for. I mean, if I'm moving to Phoenix, I don't just want a giant list of houses. I want to know where the best golf courses are. I might want to know how close the nearest bowling alley is to a specific property. And I definitely want to know how to effectively cool down a house in the middle of the desert, right? You can easily tackle all of this by using FAQ plugins in WordPress, stuff like Yoast or Rank Math. You just plug those frequently asked questions right in and answer them directly. Because if you don't answer these lifestyle questions, buyers simply won't work with you.
Section 4. Building the content hub. Owning the niche.
Consumers are looking for lifestyles, plain and simple. You need to turn your website into a highly specific hub. Like, do you want to own the topic of Phoenix homes with pools? That is a brilliant niche because nobody in Phoenix wants to melt in the summer heat. You could write content about setting up misting tools from Home Depot in the backyard while the kids are swimming. Or maybe you target waterfront homes, 55-plus communities, or ocean views if you're out on the coast. By focusing intensely on one specific lifestyle search, you can actually outrank massive corporate giants like Zillow because your content is just so much more relevant and hyper-local.
Section 5. Scaling with menu flips. Expanding your reach.
Now, a lot of agents hear this and they panic.
They say, but wait, if my domain is greatphoenixhomes.com, am I permanently boxed into only selling in Phoenix? No way! Absolutely not. Do not let that mindset trap you. You can easily solve this by using a super simple WordPress plugin called Conditional Menus. It dynamically flips your navigation based on what the user is searching for, exactly like Realtor.com does. If someone lands on a page about Temecula, the entire menu automatically flips to show Temecula homes, Temecula lifestyles, and Temecula market trends. You suddenly look like a local expert everywhere you want to be.
So why go through the effort of building pages for cities you don't even live in? 2 words for you: lead generation. Let me give you a massive, real-world example of this. By utilizing this exact menu flip strategy for areas way outside their immediate market, an agent secured a $2 million referral that was sent straight to San Diego, and that was 95 miles away. You do not have to personally represent every single buyer or seller that lands on your hub. You capture the lead through your highly specialized content, and then you refer it out for a massive commission.
Section 6. Your ultimate salesperson. Putting it together.
A huge part of making your site your absolute best salesperson is the user experience. You've got to present your listings beautifully. Integrating a great IDX, which stands for Internet Data Exchange, is critical here. Tools like Showcase IDX present listings in just a fantastic light to the consumer, and they are incredibly easy to use. None of that older, clunky system stuff that just isn't worth your time anymore. When your site looks great and functions perfectly, it builds instant, undeniable trust.
So, bringing it all together, here is your actionable 4-step playbook. 1. Pick a specific lifestyle niche for your domain, not your own name. 2. Use FAQ plugins to optimize for AEO and actually answer the questions those AI search tools are actively looking for. 3. Integrate a beautiful system like Showcase IDX to display your properties. And 4. Use conditional menus to scale your site to surrounding cities for those major referral opportunities. And look, you do not need to be some master computer programmer to pull this off. With a little focus, you can execute this entire plan in 30 days or less.
I want to leave you with one final, vital question to chew on. Is your website working for you 24 hours a day while you sleep? Or is it just an expensive digital business card that nobody ever asks for? It is time to stop building websites that nobody searches for. Take control, own your niche, and transform your website into the ultimate lead-generating machine. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go out there and build something people are actually looking for.